got a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From midfield now, Lawrence toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Lawrence's throw going into the hands of Williams. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
From the 25 on second down, Lawrence. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's an early scramble to move you positively. Even so, the offensive point of view, it gives establishing as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing their quarterback on the run.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy moving for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Texans kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Texans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And some room to run now.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down at the 20.
That call makes sense because they've been dominating this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showed a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On play action, Lawrence.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Lawrence on the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll be on 3rd.
They've got about 30 yards of turf so far. The sack knocks him backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downhill, but as soon as he released the throw, the play was there to slam that window shut.
4th down is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, they'll throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. They find some open field here. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
On second down, here's Pierce. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Pierce will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all divisions. A little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Running right, here's Falk. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a first set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They're putting together a drive here in 5 minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and you certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken.
gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go and win one together. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. And what a nice example there. The tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
And cycle. Right.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And some space here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. The Charles in a tie game. Always wonder who's going to be making the big plays. Right now it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last two drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow their defense's lead and step up in the clutch themselves.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Pierce now up the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down and 11.
They've had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping in.
Even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed their pool at the end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. And this one complete to Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially the best guys. And when you work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Drive for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Patterson's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Okay, right?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That one finds Pierce right side. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Flush to his right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. They'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Jacksonville, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
T-Rag got me.